Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the Marijuana Maintenance Channel where I'm smoking the green and staying clean, yo. It's January 19th, I'm back up there, I'm up to 25 days again, you know, post-relapse. I'm starting to feel good again. You know, there's a lot of shame and guilt in that relapse and I really felt like I fell off track, but you know what, I didn't. I just, a little bump in the road, back on track. I'm starting to feel grateful again, gratitude, you know. I just wanted to share that with you all. Fuck, look what happened up in here. Winter decided to show up in the last day and a half here, so I've been out shoveling snow. Me and the kids just went tobogganing. It was great. First time we went tobogganing this year, and it was amazing. Yeah, so I just want to remind people that's what it's about in recovery and in life, is being grateful, right? Remembering that God has a plan, right? That relapse was a part of God's plan, and you know, I come out of it a stronger person, you know, with new ideas and new insights and a new realization that that's not the lifestyle I want to live, right? My relapse, there was no joy in it. It was just a clusterfuck of negative emotion and you know, cloudy my thoughts were all cloudy. I couldn't think whatsoever when I was on dope, and it sucked. But here I am, 25 days in, almost a month. And so I know I'm on the right track. Yesterday, when I was out shoveling snow, a guy I used to get dope from actually showed up in my laneway saying, "Hey man, how's it going? I live in the neighborhood again. You need a hand in shoveling snow?" And I thought to myself real quick, I was like, how do I deal with this? Like, without being rude, I just pat him on the shoulder and said, "No man, I want to do this by myself." Yeah, what's up? No, just please. You're cleaning. Thank you. And pat him on the shoulder. I wished him well, and he was on his way. Right? I didn't want to know what's going on in his life because he's probably still doing dope, but it's not where I'm at anymore, right? So without welcoming that into my life, I just kind of said so long. And I felt like $1 million afterwards. Timmy's. I did my my heartfulness meditation yesterday with a preceptor in the morning. That helped clear up a lot of stuff. I've actually we're planning to do two sittings a week now because I need some help with the cleaning aspect of it. I have some blockage. There's some shit I need to clean out of my psyche, and I'm gonna get there. Anyways, I'm gonna read to you. I do want to do a quick fire in the hole. So here it is, fire in the hole. I had two weeds mixed there. I had a straight indica. It's called Justin Trudeau, our famous prime minister, and the second one was a hybrid called Meathead. So, as another way of expressing my gratitude, I like to read to you all from Daily Reflections. January 19th, we have Round the Clock Faith. Faith has to work 24 hours a day, in and through us, or we perish. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 16. The essence of my spirituality and my sobriety rests on a round-the-clock faith in a higher power. I need to remember and rely on God of my understanding as I pursue all of my daily activities. How comforting for me is the concept that God works in and through people. As I pause in my day, do I recall specific concrete examples of God's presence? Am I amazed and uplifted by the number of times His power is evident? I am overwhelmed with gratitude for my God's presence in my life of recovery. Without this omnipotent force in my everyday activity, I would again fall into the depths of my disease and death. For me, it's so true. I need to have a daily conscious contact with God. I'm constantly talking to him, saying thank you and asking for help. You know, your will be done, not mine. And for this addict, it helps, right? I've been able to change my life. I never used to do these things before. Like, this is the first time in my life that I've been able to actually take my kids out tobogganing, right? I finally have a car and a license and a job and money to do these things. I never had these before. Before, I was always bussing around. Can't take toboggans on the bus. I never had the money to get them out there. You know, it was too far away. Having a car makes long distances shorter, right? They're not so far away now. Just having the self-confidence and the self-respect being able to do these things now. I was never able to do these before because I was always fucking high on meth, getting fucked up, right? And I could never do anything. I couldn't even go outside and look people in the eye. These things are different in my life now, right? I struggled for 23 years. And for the last 17 months, my life has changed drastically. I wish I didn't even need to include my relapse in my story, because then I would have 17 straight months, right? All because of 4 days, I'm back to 25. But you know what? This 25 is going to be 50, then it's going to be 100, and then I'm going to have a year again by next Christmas. It's no big deal. Did I learn a lesson? Yes, I did. January 19th. Happiness is not having what you want, but wanting what you have. Hyman Judah Chattel. All of us know at least several people who desperately seek happiness by constantly attempting to satisfy their insatiable wants. The more they get of these things, the things they want, the more they want and they think they need. That's like me with my weed. They move from house to house and from neighborhood to neighborhood. Their cars become more expensive, their jewelry and clothes more stylish, their vacations more exotic. When we look closely at such people, in most cases it's easy to see that even though they're literally surrounded by all the things anyone could possibly desire, they're utterly miserable. It seems likely that they will remain miserable just as long as they continue believing that happiness can be found in material possessions. When we feel sorry for them, or we can feel sorry for them, but we can also feel grateful to have learned one of life's most important lessons. Peace of mind comes not from trying to satisfy our wants as we perceive them, but from accepting life as it unfolds, trusting that a loving God will provide us with what we need. Thought for today: wants are not necessarily needs. Right. I think all our wants come from the ego, because God provides us with everything we need. He provides us with love, air, food, clothing, shelter. He does all those things, and the brains to get those things, right? At the very least. He never gives us more than we can handle, and he always just gives us what we can need, or what we need. I like listening to Paul at Pockets of the Future because, you know, he opens my eyes to a lot of things. I'm reminded that God has a plan. And it's important that I remember that, because otherwise life's meaningless, right? There's no purpose. But there was a reason for me being a drug addict. There was a reason for me sticking needles in my eyes. Like, I needed to overcome these things. I don't know all the reasons, but I do believe God has a purpose. Anyways, be blessed. Have a great day.